Alright, what is going on, guys? My name is Sniper Fox and we're back with Yugioh. Well, this is the what to do with your decks pretty much edition, I guess. I'm not sure what I'm gonna call it actually. But pretty much this is the Blackwings, you know, gonna help you with the deck. So step 1, you go deck edit. Obviously you're gonna want to go deck edit. So this is what you guys want to do for your Blackwings, because you know I've been getting, you know, messages on what to do. So first off, what you want to do is go to character. You're gonna want to go to Crow. You go ahead and load recipe. I already have my own recipe, so I'm not gonna load it, but pretty much if you haven't defeated Crow, then you probably don't have the cards needed to make the deck yet. So I would suggest you to beat Crow first. He's not that difficult. His AI is kind of stupid sometimes. But yeah, you know, this is his deck. He has Chain Summoning, you know, Plasma Zone. Pretty much, I'll let you guys see it real quick. But of course, that's not, you know, how I use that deck. So I have my own deck already. I'm gonna go ahead and go to it right now. Alright, so first of all, for monsters, what the main monster you want for this deck is Blackwing Gale of the Whirlwind, because this monster is a tuner, 1. 2, it has so much comeback potential because its special ability. You can first special summon it if you have another Blackwing monster. That means you can have it out in the first turn. Special summoned. If you summon, let's say you summon this, right? You summoned a Steel Chain, right? You can go ahead and summon Whirlwind right after, and you pretty much can tuner a 5-star or something like that. Not only can you do tuner, but you can also have the attack of your opponent's monster and a defense as well. So it has really a high comeback potential. Next card that you would want for monsters will probably be, I would say Blue Flame. Because Blue Flame, first you destroy a monster, you can get you can special summon one Blackwing monster with 1,500 or less attack for your deck. First of all, the monster's effect is negated, so if you do summon Gale the Whirlwind with that effect, you cannot use its special abilities, but you can use it as a tuner. Also, after you have finished attacking a monster, you can actually attack with that monster, as well attack them with their life points directly. So let's say I kill a monster and he only has one monster, I can actually attack with Gale the Whirlwind at the same turn and deal life points damage too. So that's good. That's why I would say Blue Flame is good. Dawn is pretty good too, but you gotta be careful with Dawn, because once you activate his effect, you can only attack with whoever you place the increased attack on, and pretty much you increase all attack on one monster. Pretty much, let's say I have Dawn and I have, let's see, Blue Flame, and I have what do we have? And we got Moonshadow, right? That's what we have. So the combined attack of those two monsters plus Dawn is increased into one monster. But if there's other Blackwing monsters on the field that even your opponent has, it also gives them their attack into that one monster. So that's a key pretty much for that. You can use their Blackwings against them, which I have done it before in the past a couple times. But remember, it only happens if, you know, they have Blackwing monsters. Okay, now then, again, you can only attack with one monster after activating it, which is the activated monsters you attacked with. So be careful with using Dawn. I like using Dawn, but be careful, because let's say your attack goes over 8,000 and they use that one trap card that switches your attack, you know, instead of you taking the life points damage, you're gonna actually take it, and it's over 8,000. You only have 8,000 life points. One shot, you're already game over to yourself. It hasn't happened to me yet, but it probably will one of these days. Alright, Blizzard of Far, again, another comeback monster. 1, it's a tuner, and 2, it could special summon a level 4 or lower monster from your graveyard. That means if you have, let's say, Boar the Spear, you have Gale the Whirlwind, Moon, or Blue Flame, any of those monsters in the graveyard, you can summon them. You can also tuner with them. The only bad thing is that when you summon them, they go in defense position. So, and of course, as everyone knows, Blackwings have terrible defense. So what you want to do when you summon it is usually synchro and then summon something stronger. Up to you what you want to summon, depending on the stars, of course. Next card is Bore the Spear, one of my favorites, because Bore the Spear can actually deal damage to opponents' monsters in defense position, and it can also be special summoned. Being a 4-star monster, it's pretty good with Gale the Whirlwind, so you can get out Armor Master pretty quickly. What I would do with Bore the Spear is usually attack any defense position monsters and hope for the best, but sometimes they have 2000 defense. Once in a while you'll get something that has low and you'll deal life points damage to them. It's up to you if you want to use Bore the Spear, but if you don't use Bore the Spear for that reason, I would definitely use it for Tuner, because you can special summon him. I have Raven. Some people don't like Raven. I like Raven just because it could switch the battle position of a monster to defense, pretty much. Because sometimes a monster has high attack, but it has low defense. That's where Raven comes in, and I summon Raven, and he can pretty much be summoned as long as you have a Blackwing monster on your side of the field, and it won't cost you any tributes at all. So you can normal summon him just like you're summoning, you know, Moon or something. So that's why I like using him. He has some comeback factor to him, and he's pretty strong to be able to be summoned just like that. Steel is a little bit of because it can attack your opponent's life points directly, and I actually have defeated people with just using this move, just because they have stuff like, oh, you cannot attack with monsters with 1500 more attack, or level 4 monsters and above go into defense position. Then I just use Moon and I keep on attacking with the combination of Mystical Plasma Zone. Then it will get 1000 attack, which it can directly attack the enemy with 1000. Also, when that happens, attacks your opponent directly in fixed battle times, you can change one attack position monster your opponent controls to defense. Again, you can change it to defense position. Remember, some monsters don't have high defense. That way you can also do some comeback factors. Some people don't like this card, but it's actually saved my butt a couple times, so that's why I haven't gotten rid of it. I only have one of it just because it's not that good. Alright, Moon Shadow is actually one of my favorites. Pretty much kind of like Onyx, except for you can activate it in your hand pretty much, but except for it's only 1400 attack. Honest is pretty much whatever you get attacked with. Let's say you get attacked with 5-headed dragon. Well, you get 5000 more attack, right? But, you know, with Moon Shadow, you only get 1400 more attack. But the good news is about that is when you activate it, sometimes you want this card to be in the graveyard, so you can actually special summon it with using Blizzard of the Far North. So that's another good way to use it. Pretty much I usually keep this in my hand unless I need a tuner, then I will place it down. Unless I have no cards in defense, then I would have to place this down just in case, to like make me last one more turn. Next, we got Silver Shield. Silver Shield's pretty good in defense position. He's the only like Blackwing that has high defense pretty much. Put in the defense. If he dies, the next attack you take is going to be 0 damage. So it's pretty much there, a lifesaver to pretty much stall a little. It's not that powerful, but you know, it's something. So that's pretty much all the monsters. Now let's get it on with the spells and traps. I have Mystical Plasma Zone. Some people could put Yami, whatever. That could work too, but I go with Mystical Plasma Zone because Blackwings already had terrible defense. So it doesn't matter what your defense is at this point, you know. I mean, I guess you'll be, you know, ruining your Silver Shield a little bit, but that's about it. You know, everything else is gonna die. That's why I have Mystical Plasma Zone. That 500 attack really helps. Alright then, of Mystical Space Typhoon. Obviously, self-explanatory. You want to get rid of their face-down cards. You know, why wouldn't you have it? Swords Revealing Light, stalling, just in case, you never know. Have at Bottomless Trap Holes, just in case when sometimes I face down, I put down my Gale the Whirlwind, like there, and I put down a face-down Bottomless Trap Hole. What that does is only 1400 attack can kill it pretty much, because no one's gonna attack you on 1300 pretty much most of the time. But you know, you're never sure, so Bottomless Trap Hole keeps me with that combo most of the time. Dark Bribe. I personally like Dark Bribe instead of Solemn's Judgment because I don't want to lose all those life points. I'll give him a card just so I won't lose like 4,000 life points. So there's that. Delta Crow Anti-Reverse. That is one of my favorite cards. You can activate this card from your hand if you have 3 Blackwing monsters on the field. I've done this plenty of times. And it destroys all face down magic and trap cards on the field. So on your opponent's side on the field, not your side on the field. So don't worry about it. If not, then you just put it down, face down. Next turn, you wait until they place down as many face down cards as they can, and then you activate it. And you kill it. Icarus attack. You pretty much can destroy 2 cards for just sacrificing 1, you know, Blackwing, which usually I sacrifice Silver Wing or Steel. Usually, those are my choices. Mirror Force, self-explanatory. Tribute, I just put that just in case if I had no cards on the field. Once in a while, I would just use it just because I don't like what they just summoned. Black Whirlwind, you need Black Whirlwind. It is a key feature in this deck. Place down Black Whirlwind, and if you have, like, let's say I throw down Bore the Spear, just regular summon. This does not affect special summons. You have to normal summon a Blackwing. It will not work with special summons, just saying. But it does stack. All 3 of them can stack. So pretty much what happens is that when you summon Bore the Spear, you can get a monster with 1,600 and less attack from your deck. Pretty much. A Blackwing. Though it has to be Blackwing. So pretty much if I want Gale the Whirlwind, I can get it. And if I have 3 of them, I can get all 3 Gale the Whirlwinds in 1 turn. If I wanted to. If I wanted to. Will I do that? Probably not. I'll probably get maybe 1 or 2. And then get 1 far north. For backup, you know. For backup. If I had all 3. It has happened before. I actually drew it on my first turn. And I actually killed the opponent in 1 turn. Like that. Brain Control. Use it as sacrifice most of the time. Or tuner. You can use it as sacrifice or tuner. It's a good card. Heavy Storm, get rid of their cards, of course. Even though you have anti-Delta Crow, but just in case, Heavy Storm works too. Monster Reborn, self-explanatory. Obviously, on other decks, sometimes there's Chain Summoning. I do not use Chain Summoning. Do not use Chain Summoning. I know Crow uses Chain Summoning. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Because let's say you use Chain Summoning, then it leaves you. Sometimes it leaves you with no cards in your hands. That's a bad spot to be in. I mean, yes, this deck has a lot of comeback factor, but with that Chain Summoning, it's just gonna ruin it. Also, another tip: I would suggest having 40 card deck for Blackwing. That way, so you can get what you want. 45 max. Do not go past 45. Okay? Do not. I can't stress this more. What sounds better, 1 out of 40 or 1 out of 60 chance? Obviously 1 out of 40 chance sounds better to get. Extras. Let's talk about extras. I have Armor Arm just because I wanted to have a 4-star one just in case if I had Far North and I had Steel, so I can get Armor Arm just in case if I needed it. Just in case, you never know. Black Rose Dragon. Just in case if things get a little bit too messy, I'll have it out. Blackwing Armor Wing for those defense position cards that you cannot get rid of in battle. So I usually show them up and start using Armor Wing. And I show them up pretty much like that. Armor Master, one of my favorite cards. Cannot be destroyed by battle. And cannot take no battle damage. There's actually a trick to this. If a monster with 2,500 attack attacks it, it actually does die in battle. I actually attacked a Stardust Dragon thinking I was going to be alright because it can't be destroyed in battle. So his Stardust Dragon was going to die, right? Wrong. Both cards were destroyed. My Armor Master and Stardust Dragon was destroyed. So this effect does not actually work that great. But when I'm guessing when I activate the field card, he will get to 3,000. That means if I attack a Blue Eyes, they will both kill each other. But that's just saying, you know, I'm thinking that would happen. It happened back then before it turned to plus. I'm not sure if they fixed it because originally that shouldn't be happening. He should not die in battle because It says it on the card. He can't die in battle. But other good thing is you can place one witch counter on the monster. So let's say you're battling a five-headed dragon, right? You attack it with Armor Master. You put on the wedge counter, right? You end turn. Next phase, you activate his effect. That monster becomes 0. So you will have a 5-headed dragon with 0 attack and defense. And what would you do? Clearly, just, you know, attack the shit out of him, because it's pretty much like you're attacking him directly. So that's a good way to attack him. If he puts it in defense mode, what you can do is you can get Armor Wing and attack him like that, and then he'll die. So that can work. The only bad thing is that that 5-headed dragon can only die by a light monster. So if you have Armor Wing out, then you can only do so much damage to him. You're only gonna do, you know, 2,800 unless you have the field spell card. Then you do a little bit more, 500 more than that, 3,300. There's that. Dragon of the Ice Barrier, because this card's pretty good. Pretty much throw some cards in the graveyard that, you know, get that card back in their hand. So that's pretty good. Same thing, Dark Strike Fighter. I actually killed a lot of people, as you guys saw in the fairy video and my other videos. I was using Dark Strike Fighter and the other guy was using Dark Strike Fighter. You can actually summon him, synchro summon him, and then you can, you know, activate his effect and beat your opponent like that if you cannot attack him directly or something. Shadow Guardian, self-explanatory, lots of high attack for a 6-star monster. Yeah, its effect is really good. It's clearly a card you should have. Iron Chain, I just had it just because I wanted to have it, just in case if I didn't have another 6-star monster, which would either be this, or Iron Chain. Junk Warrior, I actually have used Junk Warrior before with Steel, and then he got the attack boost, so it has helped before, but it's probably not going to help again. I don't see that happening. Magical Android. I, you know, summoned it plenty of times before, usually because for attack, because I don't have, you know, a 2-star card. It helps with your life points. Stardust Dragon is definitely needed for the Armor Master and the Stardust Dragon combo. Pretty much with that, Armor Master is really hard to kill with Stardust Dragon right there. You either have to have a card that has a 2,500 attack to kill Armor Master that way, or you have to kill Stardust Dragon, pretty much. Or you can have 2 spell cards or trap cards that destroy that certain card, you know, that way when Stardust, you know, does the special effect the next turn, Armor Master is gonna die like that, but then Stardust is still gonna come back unless you have Monster Reborn. Then you just take, you know, away Stardust, then, you know, you pretty much got him. Ruler Archfiend, you know, self-explanatory, I guess. You know, it's kind of like Stardust, the backup Stardust, pretty much, except for you gotta pay life points, so it's kind of more riskier. Alright, so let's say you don't want to run my deck, right? You don't want to run this deck. You want a different type of deck, a Blackwing deck, but a little different. No problem. Well, you can. There is a tuner monster. I forgot that you can actually tune it from the graveyard. I forgot what it's called. I believe. Let me see. Hold on. Edit recipe. I know Crow has it. Let me see what it is called. I know I don't like it though. I think it's this last one. Here you go. Emblem of Honor. There we go. I hate this card. Pretty much, this card is in your graveyard. You can move it from play. This card plus 1 non-tuner Blackwing monster, and graveyard to summon 1 Blackwing synchro monster from your extra deck. Pretty much, you have to summon a synchro monster that is a Blackwing, and it has to be in your graveyard to do it. With that being said, I don't like it, because I mean, to get in your graveyard, 1, it has to die, and then 2, you're only limited to Blackwing synchro monsters. So I took it off. I didn't like it. I did not like it. Pretty much, this is the same. This is the same as I took away the Solomon's Judgment, as you guys saw. I took away the chain summoning. I took away, let's see, I put a Boar of the Spear, extra Boar of the Spear. I took away 1 Raven. I have that Steel. Those are the same. Those are the same. That's the same. I put one more Sure the Blue Flame. Those are the same. And I took away Emblem Honor, and I thought that was good. And of course I, you know, fixed my extra deck better than just 6 cards. So you can put that card if you really want to. I suggest you don't. I personally don't like it. What else? What else? Steal the Chain. You can actually take this card out if you don't like it. A lot of people don't like Steal the Chain. Like I said before, it saved me, so I liked it. Raven, same thing. Some people don't like Raven. I like them because, you know, you can summon him once you have a Blackwing monster, and then it has some comeback factor. If not, you can actually, you know, it just takes one summon to get him out. It just takes one summon. It's not that hard. I would say he's needed. He's needed. You can take away one Dawn if you want, but I would keep the other. Some people don't even have Dawns in their decks, I've seen, because they don't like it. I personally like it because you can actually normal summon him if you have no monsters. And then you can easily get a 2000 attack monster on the field, which is nice to have. Silver Shield, you can also get rid of if you want. It's up to you. You can put it in for another Blackwing. Moon's pretty much needed. I like Moon. I mean, I guess you could take them out, but that's gonna really hurt your deck. Brain Control, I would say keep it. You definitely need Black Whirlwind. Heavy Storm, keep it. Monster Reborn, keep it. I guess you could take it away if you're really finicky about that and put Yami in. If you want the defense points, I personally just stick with Mystical Plasma Zone. It's better in my opinion. Mystical Space Typhoon, you can get rid of it if you want to, but it saved my butt a couple times when they only have one face down card, and I do not want to activate Delta Crow for one card. So I just go, bam, Space Typhoon, get rid of it, done. Sword, you need it. Don't really need it. You can put something else if you want, but I just put it on. It's pretty good. I put the Bottomless Trap Holes. I think they're good. They're a good combo, but you don't really need it. You can put some other trap if you want. Dark Bribe, if you do not like Dark Bribe, you can put Solomon's Judgment. Your choice, your choice. Anti-Reversal, need it. I would suggest you need it. It is a really good card. Icarus Attack, some people don't put it in because they don't like sacrificing their Blackwing monster. I personally put it in because it's worth it. It's worth the sacrifice in my opinion. Up to you. If you do not want Icarus Attack, then you're going to have to put another trap card that could destroy cards. But this could also destroy magic and trap cards. Just letting you know. That's why I have it. Mirror Force it's self-explanatory. You need it. It's a trap card that's, you know, one of the best trap cards in the game. Tribute. Don't really need it. You can put another trap card if you want. It's up to you. There's also a magic card that makes you be able to get a Blackwing from your deck. Oh, I forgot what it was called. I personally don't like that card because it's just a waste. Because you can just get a Black Whirlwind and get the card that you want pretty much. I mean, yeah, you can't get one of the really high cards unless you use the combo of Mystical Plasma Zone and Black Whirlwind. They do chain together. How do they chain? Is, let's say I have Bore the Spear, right? 1,700 attack. You have Mystical Plasma Zone on the field. It's 2,200 attack. So guess what? Black Whirlwind now affects any card with 2,100 attack and below. So pretty much you can get Dawn from your deck. You can get Dawn from your deck if you wanted to. And let's say if you had let's say you had Blue Flame 2,300, you can go ahead and get Raven from your deck. You can go ahead and get Raven. So these two cards really chain together, in my opinion. That's why I also keep them. That's why I don't use Yami, because more attack, better cards you can get from your deck with your Blackwings. Whirlwind. Alright, I guess that's about it. I covered most of the things. If you have any more questions, just leave it in the comments below. Also, suggestions on what deck next to make would be wonderful. You know, I want to know what you guys want. Do you want me to... I can't talk right now. What you want to see as for Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, as well as I would, you know, show my suggestions on what to do. Next time, I guess I will do possibly Dragons or Ojama, maybe something like that. I'm not sure if I have my Dragon deck ready. I haven't really completed it, But yeah, we'll be back in a little bit with another how to create such and such deck. Doesn't matter. So we'll be back in a little bit, guys. See ya.